Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're playing some more Stormworks, Build and Rescue. Like I say, the classic career doesn't really work too well, so I'll just continuing to pump out some more community builds. I'll go through the helicopter again, now that I have the mouse look for the turret. That's what I'm basically doing now, right? Built a tank, built a couple of airplanes. I'll put in the description of this video, I'll put a link to the bomber and to this fighter plane. That's what I'm going to show here. It's part two of the fighter jet. Now, I started recording this yesterday. Unfortunately, it's Thanksgiving weekend and the kids are sick from school. So yeah, it's just one of those things. So I painted it, right? I put some missiles on it. They don't work too. Their missiles are fire and forget, and they're very close range. Okay, and then I built the landing gear. I put out the short video of the landing gear folding in, and I put out the short video of I did the combat test. So that's what we're gonna do in this one here. This is the refueling thing, so we can try mid-air refueling. I'd like to try that. The last thing it really needs is just some more equipment. I was just trying to figure out where to put some equipment. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because the door is 3 by 3. So it just would be nice to... Oh, and then the fuel tank. I guess I could show what I did with the fuel tank here. See, I cut it off so the wings are empty. And it's just in the center of the body. Just in here is the fuel tank. I thought, you know, when we're flying around and we're getting shot at, we want to, like, have a real closed, you know. And then there's just some equipment in there, a hose. This is the pump on this side to refuel the aircraft. Yeah, so now it just needs the basic stuff, the flashlights and whatever. I guess I could put that on this side here. Let's flashlight, and then it's just equipment that you can grab. So here's the thing: so when you have a parachute equipped, you cannot equip anything else. So I'm not too sure I'm not too sure what the developers had in mind with that. Because if we're flying in this plane and we go too high in the air, we are going to need, we're going to get cold. So what does that mean? We're going to get cold. So what? Well, that basically means that we have to put on the Arctic suit in order to fly this in the air. So if it crashes, let's say it crashes in the Arctic, well, you can't wear your Arctic suit and the parachute at the same time, right? So we now have to choose between, you know, we have a tough choice to make. Do we use our parachute and freeze to death? Or do we put on our survival suit, right? Maybe crash in the ocean and swim. That might be the way to escape that. I'm just thinking. Anyways, yeah, so if we want to do anything cool like that, parachuting into stuff, we have to make sure we're in a warm climate. Unless they let us add a parachute to the inventory and not make it like a clothing accessory. Alright, so that'll do it for that. As you saw there, I just put some equipment on. I'm just going to save it. I'll upload it to the workshop here. This will be City Fighter Jet. Now there is a limited range on the autocannons. Let's see, weapons. I don't know. Creative, maybe work in progress. There we go. Yeah, there's I think there's probably thousands of jets on the workshop. So, oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait. Whoops, I'm in the garage, so I'm going to turn on the, type it all in again, really? Turn on the internet. Holy moly, what do we got? Dial up here? Beep, 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 beep. Be-doo. What's going on? Is it... I'm connected. Alright, we'll try one more time and then, I should just copy and paste the, Alright, there we go. Upload now. Yeah, there we go. So I'll put a link to this in the description of the video. And that way, if you want, you can check it out. It doesn't have very many buttons. Okay, so the cabin glass, right? So the throttle, it goes up to 1, but I mean, to taxi, you want to be sub 30. So lights will start engines, systems. Turn the radar on. Now this radar is broken. I'm actually gonna have to fix it. So what this radar does is it takes the XY, it captures it, and then it prints it when you tell it to mark. It prints the target. But I think the problem that it's having is that 00 is here, right? So it's taking. The radar is getting confused and it only wants to print like on this half of the radar. And this is the problem that I was having from the start. Alright, these are your flares here. I'm going to actually label that actually. Let's do that right now. I'll just label it. And then we can go again. Flare. Flare B. Flare C. Flare D. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that should be that. That should be that. Okay. Yeah, the cabin glass you have to flip twice. So I'd probably go to like 30 if you can. Start engine, systems, maps. Probably the radar. Yeah, so what's happening is it's getting confused. Because I think the XY that we get from the target is negative. So Sometimes it's negative and sometimes it's positive, right? So what I'm thinking I might have to do is I might have to use some code and say if it's negative, then multiply it by -1 to make it a positive number, and then maybe I'll be able to get it to mark the rest of the radar. The only other way to make the radar work is the way that we had it, where when there's an active target detected by the radar, it gives us a line in the direction of where the target is. That's basically it. That's basically the way the radar works, right? And then so what I did is I scaled it so our radar range is the diameter of the circle, and everything that we detect is scaled within it based on where we are. Oh, shoot. Alright, I guess I should be watching that. Yeah. And that's it. So really you have to have an active target, and then while it's tracking the active target. Now it says it can track up to 8 active targets, but it's not really, the radar is not really like that. It'll jump. You know what I mean? It'll jump. So you could be tracking a single target, and then the radar can jump from that. Hold on, did you see that? Some parts fell off. Sorry, I gotta do that one more time. Some parts fell off. Whoopsies. I thought I merged those parts. Look, they made it all the way out there. They didn't fall off. Or they were sitting on top of the missiles. Alright, I better save that. Yeah, so anyway, so I think that's what's happening. Because 0, on the monitor is this corner here. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to tell it to go from the center of the screen, which is 32 by 32, and then print from there. So when it's printing, it's going 32 by 32, and then it's adding. And then it's adding, and I think that's why it's not, yeah, so it's going to take a little more code, I think, to get the rest of the radar to work. There we go. Now it'll actually work. Alright, let's try this all over again. So turn the glass. This is the lights. Haven't connected those yet. I guess I was going to put spotlights and stuff on here. Right, this is our flares. So maybe I'll have one more panel, probably here. This will be like navigation lights. And then, yeah, I'll need one more panel for, alright, let's take off. So that's the radar. We probably don't need that right now. And this touch screen here, I'm not sure what it'll be yet. Whatever, systems. There's your landing gear, brakes. That's pretty much it. So this is as simple as I could make this jet. 3 is your afterburner. This is your afterburner. 1 is nothing, right? 0 is full. That's it. I know the bomber was really complicated, and I just kind of tend to go crazy sometimes with the buttons and the functions. So I thought, okay, let's get something simple and quick. And then this, so this here, when you turn it on, you can connect, it'll automatically connect. And then when you turn it off, it'll disconnect. There's a not switch there. So we'll We'll try that out, and then you can refuel in the air. And that's it. Pretty simple, easy to use. Up and down on the arrow up, arrow down is your front wheel. Just like that. Go to 7. Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll have 7 our maximum. And then you want to come back to 4. Gear goes in. I love that. And away we go. So, I'll put a map block on it too. Let me do that. I'll put a map block on it too. So this is the creative base. This is basically where we're going. Right, so I didn't put a suit on. Silly me, I didn't put a suit on. So I'm going to get cold actually when we get there. Maybe there's somewhere I can land in between. Let me see. Flies really nice. So it just needs like a pitch controller probably, and then we can have an altitude controller on it, which would be really simple because it already flies really nice. And this thing will be easy peasy to use. Okay, so there's, I think that's a friendly ship. It's the refinery. Can't land there. Alright, we'll just have to wing it. We'll just have to wing it. Let's check out the afterburner. Look at our speed doubles. That's fast. Wow. That's what I should put on the shuttle. It's afterburners. Alright, so we are at 1,400 feet. In closing. I want to finish off that destroyer. Yeah, so if I have the pitch control on this, or the roll control on this, it'll be really easy to use in first-person mode. And it'll make this jet so fun to fly. Yeah, see, I'm getting cold now. We're in the Arctic here. I forgot, I've got a suit there. Still got 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers to go. Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, it's just a real basic fighter jet. The landing gear, there's no housing for the landing gear or nothing like that. I didn't want to make it too heavy, the vehicle too heavy. But if I do wrap the landing gear eventually, I'll do something about it. Whoa. So it carries like 20,000 liters of jet fuel. It carries so much jet fuel. As much as my supersonic bomber. Alright, so if we see that destroyer, I'm not going to hold back this time. Well, here we go. There's the island there. Is that it down there? Is that the destroyer? That is it down there. No, that's a different altitude, 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 altitude. Yeah, it's very touchy on the roll. Very touchy on the roll. So I'll need a roll control on there. But I think a little bit of code will smooth out the flight. We'll get this thing rocking, absolutely rocking. See if I can find that destroyer again. So there is a holy moly. It's down there somewhere. It's hard to see. It's so hard to see. There's a limit too on the range. The range of that minigun is really limited. Alright, let's try that again. We'll do another pass. Shooting at me, those little ships. Oh, there's a ship there. What do we have here, friend? Oh, the destroyer. Oh, boom! Wow! Hoo-wee! there's a helicopter there. There's a helicopter there. Time to try some missiles. Alright, so we peppered a little ship. He's on fire. We rose to that destroyer. We'll turn around here and then we'll see if we can get this helicopter. It's a bit close. I don't want to get it too close because the AAs. But we'll try. Let's see where the helicopter is. Yeah, see there's another little ship down there. So there's an AA on that pier there. Maybe I'll bomb him. And then we were getting shot at by something on that ridge too. All right. I'd like to fire some missiles. But, I mean, that's... Here, let's see. I'll turn around and see if I can get some missiles going on that AA. Oh yeah, see, so you see how it's printing? I should do a pass over and show. Alright, so we're gonna line up and then I'll shoot some missiles. Oh, something else shot at me there. Now they should track. Yeah, but they don't. Oh well. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This is just an overview of this little jet. It is on the workshop. A link to the jet will be in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching and liking, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.